She ran away from her rampage, her murder. It wasn't far enough. Come here!
What's up, Thundercats? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I finally gave him boot cuts, and I refused to do any kind of like pictures and stuff like that with this figure until I got him to the, I guess, posability articulation that he needs. And
get to it.
Through all the steps I tried, what finally worked was heat shrink. And yes, this is the heat shrink case that I bought. It was like $4 at Ace Hardware, I believe. But you get all these different sizes, all these different lengths. It is just a wonder product. Anybody who's into kit bashing or customizing at all, you need to add this to your repertoire. Heat shrink tubing is the way to go for this. I tried magnets. I even made a video. I think a short about that, maybe a few shorts. Magnets don't work. A good friend of mine, he goes by the name of Sketch Alexander. You can find him on YouTube, and he's a really good customizer. He knows his stuff about figures, but he told me magnets are more for like attaching capes and accessories like that, not actually anything having to deal with the figure, especially when it comes to like, I think when it comes to like the weight displacement, you don't want to have magnets because it's just going to spin too much. Like when I had them, it was so loose and turning that when you put them on like this, the foot just wank or slid to the side, the figure fell over. There was no durability with it, but bro, heat shrink is wonderful. But I will say this. Ooh, I do want to get into detail real fast. I got about 4 minutes left in my footage. Okay, here we go. But I do want to give you a close-up here. All right, now see, when you have that yellow nub left over from what you have to pull off and stuff, I'll show you how to do that in a second. But once you pull that off, it just fits on perfect. Sure, it's not the most perfect thing. It's not going to last forever, but it holds for what you need to do with the poses. It'll hold them in a display. It'll give you the options to have all the sick different poses that you want while maintaining. Whoop, I can balance up here. Let's zoom in here. Yeah, but if you just get this to maintain, I mean, boom, it works out perfect.
Not you, Spider-Man.
But yeah, anyway. All right, so one of the things that I see a lot of people talk about whenever they're kit bashing and customizing and giving like tutorials and stuff, it's like when you read a recipe online, it gives you, oh, you want to bake it about 350 for around 25 minutes. Listen, here's how you do it. When you have a heat gun, you want to stay about 6 to 8 inches. I'd even say, now, let's go 8 to 10 inches away if you have it. Don't keep it directly on there. You want to spin it around. All right, if you want to go low heat, you can move it a little bit closer so you can get a little bit more direct. Now, depending on the plastic and how soft it is, you can easily just go less time. Once it starts to get gummy, you're looking at about 10 to 15 seconds. Now, what I did was heat these bastards up so much. I mean, easily, I was probably going 4 minutes straight. I did about 15-second intervals, just nonstop, all around the figure, all around the boot. I mean, now after I heated it with the heat gun, I put the kettle on. I waited till it whistled. I turned it off, poured it in a ceramic mug, dropped the feet in there, left it for about 3 minutes. But then I still messed with it. I was trying to loosen up the glue that held the boot onto the little yellow nub. Some people pulled it off perfectly. I don't know how they did that, but I ended up having to pull and twist mine off to where it tore. So I have a long yellow peg that I put the heat shrink around, heated that up, cut to size, slipped it in there, and it works out fantastic. I repeated the heating process maybe 3 times before I actually was able to just boom. And when I pulled it off, it didn't just easily come off. It tore. I had to Dremel out the inside of the boot also with a little bit of time. I'd say total work, it was maybe about 25 to 30 minutes after the magnets and a few other things that I tried, but it was almost a bust. But look at the final results, man. You have what should have been the released version from Hasbro, but it works out fantastic. And now I'm 100% happy to finally, oh my God, I'm looking at this clock run down and I have like 41 seconds left to film. So I'm trying to get all these words out. But anyway, it turned out fantastic, bro. Like, this is how he should be. And this is definitely how he's going to stay on my display. Take the advice if you want or not. It doesn't matter to me. But anyway, people, thank y'all for tuning in, watching. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. And always, meeting adjourned.